He made us run, go, fast, join the main group. We joined that group, we walked through the night, and the night we came to a place called Palmnicken. This is a small village on the sea, on the Baltic Sea. It was a plant where we rested. They made us rest in different places, but I happened to rest in that place, which was a factory of amber stones. Amber, the Baltic Sea has amber throwing out, so they made it a semi-precious stone. They made different type of jewelry in that plant. They gave us potatoes. While on the road, we passed by a bombed out cheese plant. So they let us grab burnt cheese. A lot of people got sick from that cheese, but we ate it because we were hungry. Some even died because their stomachs couldn't take it. We grabbed it, we ate it, and they gave us only what we can get on the road. When we left Kingsburg, they gave us a bread for 2. So it was not enough. We got on the road. We got some potatoes, raw potatoes. There was a sack of potatoes. They let us take those potatoes. They had no food for us till we came to that Palmnicken place.
How long had you been marching?
We were marching for, I would say, 2 days.
Tell me what you were wearing.
I was wearing my stripes. My shoes were wooden shoes, from wood. Walking was hard. We walked slow. We couldn't walk fast, of course.
This was January.
In January, that was January 25th, 26th, or 26th, 27th.
It was a little colder.
It was already cold. It was cold, yeah.
No, you were freezing.
We were cold, but we walked. We had our coats, but they were all stripes. I think, if my memory, it was a warm spell.
My God.
It was not too cold, so we could make it.
So you got to Palmnicken.
We got to Palmnicken. In that plant, at night, the guards came out and said, "We are continuing marching."
They woke you up?
They woke us up. We're continuing right away. But maybe because the Russians come very close.
At that stage, were any people trying to escape during the night?
Now what happened to me is, yes, I never wanted to escape. I always wanted to go with everybody. What will happen to them will happen to me. Even from Dundagen, a group escaped. And thanks God I didn't, because they were all caught and shot. I said, I am not going to go anymore, because it comes a point that is the end. And I noticed an opening in the ground near a furnace. I said to myself, I will jump in that, opened it up, and I jumped inside, and there were 2 other boys already. And says, don't worry, we are here too, and we will stay here. Liberation is around the corner.
Nobody saw you?
Nobody saw me doing that. People were already out.
They were marching?
Marching. Out. Everyone had to go out. And then I noticed that I got inside. So we were 3 boys there. We had only a few frozen potatoes, raw potatoes. That's all we had with us. We were lying there for 2 days, almost 2 days.
Did you know who their names?
No, I don't remember.
Or where they were from?
One was from Vienna. One was from Vienna.
They were Jewish boys?
All Jewish. We were only Jews in our group. In that march, we were only Jews.
Oh, they were also from the march.
They were from the march. That's why we were all there in that plant. The whole 5,000 or 6,000, whatever there was, were only Jewish men and women, mostly men. There were the 2 men there. And we decided the next day that we have to get out of here or we will die. So the one who was from Vienna, who spoke excellent German. He says he will go out and he will come back to tell us where the Russians are, if they are there or... Yes, while being there, an episode happened. The Germans came back to look for escapees. They opened up the opening, and if he would have bent a little bit, he would have seen us. And he said that famous word, "Keiner da," means German, nobody there. He was too lazy to bend down, and he closed the door. We were standing on the side, and our hearts stopped. And then we decided to get out of there. What happened to the 4,500 people, for the 4,000 or 5,000 remaining Jews? They took them to the Baltic Sea, to the seaside, on the ice, and they were all killed. All machine gunned. When we got out from that, when the boy from Vienna did not come back.
He went out by himself?
He went out by himself. We waited for him, and he didn't come back. We didn't know what happened to him. Was he caught, or he escaped? So the two of us decided to get out. What's happening is going to happen. We'll die here. So we kissed goodbye. We didn't want to go together because maybe somebody's meant to live, somebody's meant to die. So he went in one direction, we kissed, we said goodbye, and I went, and it was already quiet. You saw some Germans who were treated. It was chaos with the
chaos.
But that area was quiet. It was snowing, so it snowed on my suit, and I knocked a door, and nobody opened. I said, "Sasha, this is not meant to go there. You're making superstitious. You don't open it right away. Don't knock a second time." I knocked another door, and here a woman opened the door, a middle-aged woman, and she saw me. I asked her if she can give me something to eat. I'm very hungry. And she noticed right away. So my uniform, she says, "You are from the Jewish people who went through here." She felt sorry for me. She took me in the house, and she begged me one thing: I should not stay there too long. She gave me her husband's clothes, which she said was killed on the Russian front. And she gave me a piece of bread. She gave me a piece of sausage. And she let me lie for 5 minutes near the stove to warm up. And she said, "Please don't mention who gave it to you. If they will find me, they will kill the whole house." And the most important, she told me, is the directions where to go where the Russian armies were already occupying the towns, villages. She told me the road. And now I put on the suit on top of my suit and have a piece of bread in my...
You put her husband's
suit on top of mine.
To be extra warm?
Extra warm. And I thought that when they catch me, if I don't have this suit or I have this suit, they will see that I am not a German. So I took that risk, and I felt secure by having a civilian clothes on top of it. And while walking to that direction, the Germans' retreating army told me, "Where are you going? The Russians are in that village there. Don't go there." So I told them, "I'm going there to pick up my clothes. I walked on that farm. I'm not going to stay there. You think I'm not going to stay for the Russians? Just pick up, I'm going right away back. Go fast," they told me, "go fast."
They thought you were German?
They thought they had a lot of people who worked on the farms who were from any nations in Europe. Latvians, Polish people, Lithuanians, any nations worked on farms there. And they were not interested in who I am. Those were soldiers. Who they care where? I was a civil. The SS wasn't there. The people who looked after us mostly were the SS.
In the years or months or weeks just at the end of the war, did you go back to try and find any of the people that had helped you along the way?
The only one which I try to help is try to find the woman who gave me the food and the clothes when I escaped, the German woman. I was in the army then, and in that area was no people, and I did not find her. I wish I could find her.
This is the woman who gave you her husband's suit?
She gave me the clothes and she gave me food to eat. And she was a main factor of my survival. Without her, I wouldn't have survived. I was anxious to meet her, but I couldn't.